Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and do you always get tight traps? Are you walking around like this all the time? Well, we are going to show you how to train that out of yourself. It is something that's really common to see, and this is how you work on it. So what Jenny's going to do, first of all, is relax her neck. She's going to sit down on something that she can have her hand anchored, and then she's going to lean her head away from the thing that her arm is anchored on. The shoulder stays down, and she's going to nod yes 3 times, like that. Nice and slow, nasal breathing the whole time. So she's chilled out the whole time. Forwards and backwards 3 times. Once she's done 3 of the yes, she then does 3 of a no variation, trying to get her chin to each shoulder. So she stays at that slight angle with the head and then goes back. If you've got any forward head posture going on, make sure that you've tucked your chin back as you're actually doing the stretches and you're not doing them out here somewhere. After she's done that on one side, she then just swaps over to the other side. So she anchors the other hand. And then she leans over, does her 3 yeses. So we're trying to teach ourselves to relax the neck first of all, okay? So if the neck's getting chronically tight, traps are getting chronically tight, this is how you start to relax them down before you start to work on the big muscles that should be doing all the work for you. So after we have done these, we're then going to start to work on the bigger muscles. So we're going to start to work on the back. After we've done our 3 no's, and again, take your time as you do this. Jenny is then going to go into bent over rows. You're going to do 1 arm at a time here. So if you don't have a bench, you can anchor yourself, just use your weight on your knee like this instead. But if you have a bench or even the side of your bed, quite handy to do here. What Jenny's going to do is, again, the whole time, make sure her neck is nice and relaxed. She reaches herself forward, so she protracts her shoulder blade, and then she retracts slightly, and then she draws her elbow up as close to her body and retracts fully to the middle. Again, checking her neck on this side. This is how slow you need to go with this stuff, okay? Make sure your neck's nice and relaxed. Nasal breathing again. You're chilled out here. You're not going for a full-on pump sesh. You're trying to retrain muscles from working in the wrong order. So protract slightly, reach forward, pull back, and squeeze. Lovely jubbly. You can get a slight bit of rotation through the upper back as well. You don't have to stay anchored in any one position. The more scapular movement you actually get here, the better it is for you. Again, pause at that top point, check the neck, move the head left and right. Be nosy, look around. And make sure the bigger muscles are doing the work. Once you've done your 8 on one side, you'll then swap around to the other side. Nice and slow. Just imagine there's a string here, just drawing that elbow up every time. We got it? We've got it. And then we swap over, other side. And again, look for any kind of weakness you might have here as well. So if one arm seems to give out a lot faster than the other, could be a knock-on effect of why your traps maybe tighten up on one side. If Jenny does a bad one for me, if she starts to elevate the scapula as she comes up to try and get her elbow up higher by cheating, it's not what we're after. We'll still count these as reps, will they, Jenny? And that's 4. So from there, again, retraction here of the shoulder blade, elbow in close to the body, protraction with the shoulder blade, reach, get a nice stretch in the lat. And then pull back up. And again, we're pausing, we're being nosy, we're looking around. Is anyone lifting heavier than me? Again, nasal breathing the whole time, you're staying chilled out. So after you've got that all working, we're then going to go into deadlift lat raises. And you want to go with a really light weight with these, and you're going to work on pausing in the end position. So this exercise, you actually have the shoulder blades in a fixed position, and you are making sure it's just the arms that are moving. So Jenny there rolled her shoulders up, back, and down, and then she raises the arms up, and she's aiming to just feel this in the back here. And then lets the arms come down. And again, every 2 reps, pause at the top, get a bit nosy, look around, see what's up. And if you're really feeling this in the triceps, you can have a slight bend in the arms, but if you feel like your triceps are just overpowering the movement, close your eyes and focus on where you want to feel, okay? It's called a deadlift lat raise. You should feel your hamstrings here, the back should be nice and flat here, and you should be feeling up here around the lats as you do this. So we're doing 10 reps like that. Awesome. So that'll be what 1 round would look like. You guys, you want to work on doing 4 rounds. And if you feel your neck starting to tense up, you can set the weights down, shake it off, and even add yourself a couple more stretches in. So you would immediately then go back into your neck stretches after that and do another round. To finish off, we're going to finish up with some scapular circles. So what Jenny does here is she just tries to make shoulder circles backwards like this. No bending of the elbows. If you bend your elbows, you're a very bad person and you'll keep me awake at night. So you try and keep the arms completely locked out, and you're just trying to get as much motion with the shoulder blades as you can. And again, be nosy, look around, and you're just essentially, you're making yourself, give yourself a massage almost with your own shoulder blades. So you go backwards for a few reps and then forwards for a few reps. And I really like this thing by feel, okay? So rather than trying to count 1, 2, 3, just do it and enjoy how it feels. Then after that, free it up a little bit. Keep your breathing nice and relaxed. You can go one side up, one side down, stretch, move the spine, round the shoulders. You can even have a bit of elbow bend going on here. You can do the happy cat. You can do the sad cat. You can do the happy cat, the sad cat. And if you throw the hair back like that, you can be sexy cat. So you can do happy, sexy cats. That's when you put it all together like that. And don't take yourself too seriously, okay? So one of the biggest things, yes, try and have good form, do things correctly. But when you finish up, this stuff here, chill out, relax, get everything moving as much as you can. And that will stop your traps from overpowering you. Okay, guys?